For more, TRT World's editor-at-large, Ahmed Aliolu, joins me now from Leicester. Ahmed, so many things to talk about, but let's start with why did the Saudis call two emergency summits with the GCC and Arab League before the scheduled OIC summit?
Well, Nafisa, it seems that the Saudis are intending to tell the region that there is going to be a very hot summer. Whether this is real or just it's a show that the Saudis are trying to convince the people that there is something urgent. But what we understand that there's certain escalation in the region. The Saudis do believe that the Iranian intervention in their current affairs with the recent attacks on the oil tankers, along with the Houthi, the Iranian proxy in Yemen, they've also, terms of escalated their rocket attacks against Saudi Arabia. These things, for the Saudis, are very threatening, and they think that there should be a consensus among the Arab and the world leaders to confront the Iranians. But on the other hand, they're not unified. They're trying to, like a kind of create a consensus, but it's superficial. It's not genuine because the reasons for division and the divergence of the standpoints are more than the convergent standpoints among these leaders.
Mm-hmm. So how successful was Saudi Arabia in building consensus?
They're not successful in terms of the, it's to be honest, it's very a kind of a provocative or rather an irony when they invite the Qatari Emir, because we didn't hear that the Qataris repented from supporting terrorism as they've been accused by the Saudi Arabia and the Egyptians, the Bahrainis and the Emiratis. They didn't back off, the Qataris I mean, and still they invited them. So why did they invite them? If they are for or looking for a kind of a real rapprochement with Qatar and the whole region, they should take serious and genuine measures on the ground. The international community did not forget the Khashoggi case. They didn't take any serious measures on the ground to tell the world that they're still have a transparent system and the people can still have trust in Saudi Arabia. Even in terms of the representation of the leaders, it's very low in terms of their, again, trust and faith in the leadership of Saudi Arabia because of the lack of vision and a real strategy to combat the coming threat from Iran, the alleged threat from Iran.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Qatar sending the prime minister, Turkey also sending the foreign minister. It does shows a lot about the relations between the countries with Saudi Arabia. Another important thing is that the presidency of the OIC will now be transferred from Turkey to the Saudis. What are your thoughts on the organization moving forward with a Saudi presidency?
I am very concerned, to be honest, because we know that the Americans are holding the business conference of what's known as the deal of the century in Bahrain in the coming month, in the 25th, 26th of June. And it seems that the transfer of the leadership of the OIC is going to be a major challenge for this deal, because when Turkey was the president of the OIC, the Palestinians were very relaxed because they know that they're not going to be betrayed. And now they do have serious doubts. I mean, the Palestinians, because what's happening in Saudi Arabia and the close relationship, in public in terms of the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Israel from the one hand, the Saudis may make serious concessions in order to gain the support of the Saudis, I mean the Americans, against Iran. So the Palestinian cause is going to face serious problems under the leadership of Saudi Arabia, I believe.
Okay, we'll leave it there. TRT World's editor-at-large, Ahmed Aliolu, thanks so much for that analysis for us.